You know, sometimes I forget I have these custom mugs and custom shirts all in the description box down below. That'd be a great Christmas gift, just saying. Yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor JaxBlade is back with another video for y'all today. And I had to do a video on this certain manga I just read recently. Like, it literally came out, I think, yesterday or something like that. But I got sent it so many times on Twitter, you can follow me at JaxBlade Fitness, and just like got messaged on my Instagram and all these other places. And I was just like, Jax, have you seen this manga? Have you read this manga? And so I'm like, oh, I'm always down to read a new manga. What is this about? So I go and I check it out on the Shonen Jump site, and I'm just like, all right, what is this? All right, it's called Ayashimon, or Ayashimon. All right, I don't know. All right, don't come at me. I don't know. I'm just trying to say it right because this is the first time I need to hear it. So I'm just gonna say Ayashimon for now because it reminds me of Digimon. But I'm reading this freaking thing, and I'm like, okay, it just seems pretty basic. Or it's a very like Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, Demon Slayer or something like that, or like, you know, just Yu Yu Hakusho type deal, or Bleach or something like that. And I'm like, okay, all right, so it's about this guy, he's beating up people, okay. But then I get to the midsection, and this is where I'm just like, bro, what? So this dude is like superhumanly strong. Like, he just knocks out everyone in one punch. Like, think of Saitama, of course. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool, cool, cool. And he talks about training. And when he talks about training, it hit a chord with me because the way this dude trained is he grew up reading a ton of manga and watching a ton of anime. It was just like, I want to be a shonen protagonist like them. And so he trained religiously, doing their workout routines to become the badass he is today. And so I'm just like, what? Okay, so for people new here, they may not realize why this is such a big deal for me. So first off, hi, welcome. Hope you hit that bell icon and subscribe and you like my vibe. But let me just tell you something. So let me go over this. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved anime, manga, and stuff like that. And one of my major inspirations for fitness today, like I've been a personal trainer for over a decade at this point, I can say that now, was like seeing characters like Goku and all them like inspire themselves to get in shape and get better. But the reason for that was because, and I'm just gonna tell my origins again for all the people tired of it, sorry. I used to be this chubby, bullied anime fat kid. So like, for example, today anime is so mainstream, you're like, yo, how'd you get bullied for anime or something like that? And no, I wasn't doing any like weeb shit or something like that. But it was just because I was a chubby anime fanboy, and I used to like wear shirts religiously of every single day. And so like sometimes these kids would try to mess with me like, oh, they can fight, can you fight? No, and they would like slap me around, beat me up and stuff like that, make me feel like shit. And one of my major inspirations was coming home and seeing like Goku on Toonami, like standing up for his friends. Like, he was so strong, so kind, so humble, and he would just like whoop everyone's ass. And so that's why I started doing MMA and training and all that stuff at a younger age, was primarily thanks to like anime and manga and stuff like that. So the fact that this kid, like, he saw the training things, and of course shout out to Real Anime Training, the anime trainer sensei, respect to you as well, I know you'll love this as well. But like, I saw this and I was just like, oh my god, like this is hitting a chord with me. And then he has this whole scene where he's like, so I trained so hard and I wanted to get revenge on the person who beat me up. Like, that was my end goal, my final boss villain. And he get to the point where he beats this guy, and like they make it seem like it was very abusive and stuff like that. It's like, I read the manga for yourself, it's really good. But like, he beats him and he's like, I feel nothing from this. Like, I wanted a challenge, because he has a very Saitama, I want a fight, I want a challenge. And I was just like, this is so cool, because like, again, like, not to make it too personal, but like, I know for a fact I've surpassed all my bullies in like just physical fitness stuff, because every now and then I check up on them and see like what they're doing now. And so it's just like, okay, yeah, like your life went to shit. So, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, you live, you move on, and you have that experience. And it's a very like wise thing. Like, I'm so much wiser than I was back then. So like, it's not even a thing of like, if I see you, yeah, something like that, like I'm past that point by now. Like, I've made peace with the point. But the fact that he was training so hard, and like, he's just like, I'm now super strong and I just want to challenge myself, something like that. I was just like, I love this. I love this whole thing. Like, that was new to me. Like, even though I know other series do that, and the fact that he's incorporated like the anime stuff into his fighting style, and he just does that all the time, and it's just made him supernaturally strong, where he can lift a car, which I got some of that when I was a kid. But yeah, it's just, I was so invested. And then like, he's just going around like beating all the villains and stuff like that while he meets this little demon girl, and then she tells him about this fighting tournament and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my god, you got me invested, you got me invested. So like, Ayashimon is what it's called, I guess, but I'm just excited for this. I don't know how many chapters it's gonna get, So I don't know if it's gonna cap at 15 or something like that, because I don't know how many times you can do that sort of story in a row where it's like, hey, I'm just such a strong guy and I can just beat every single person when we already have like One Punch Man and all that stuff around, and you know, other series. But I'm very curious. I'm super curious, and if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely do. Like, it's only one chapter, but I remember once I finished that chapter, I was like, I need more. I need to know more what's going on with this. And it was just like, oh, I'm hyped. All right, the series is written by this person named Yuji Kaku. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. But yeah, I just want to say, if you see this and this somehow gets to Japan or something like that, respect. Love the first chapter. Hopefully in the future something like this gets like an anime adaptation, because that first chapter really, it did what the first chapters of a series is supposed to do. It's supposed to grab you. It's supposed to leave you like wanting more. And in my opinion, I most definitely got that out of it. If you have read it, tell me what you think of it. Like, it's just one chapter out right now. And if you haven't read it yet, like, you know, go read it. Come back to the comment section. Let's start a discussion on this. I think it would just be super fun, because like, I was just like, this is so hard. Because like, remember, this is why I do Tough Like the Tunes, is because I wanted people, whoever felt like weak and helpless like that, to like find a way to be like the characters in their stories. Like that is why I did this. Like, that is specifically why I made this entire program. Of course, like, inspiration to the GOAT Real Anime Training as well, because he helped as well. But it's just like, that is one of the things why I really was emphasizing on training like characters, because I felt helpless and these characters made me feel powerful. And so like, seeing a character who felt that way and the characters made him feel powerful and now he's like super strong, that I love. I freaking love that whole premise right there. It is just beautiful. And if you made it to the end of this video, type in Manga Jax, just because it just goes along with this perfectly and just lets me know who stayed here. And again, thank you all for 500,000 subscribers. Gonna have a ton of content coming, a ton of quality content from various things, more Tough Like the Tunes, more Would That Workouts, all that jazz. So be sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in training like characters, I have full workout programs with diet plans and calendars that you can check out in the description box down below, having specials on some of them right now. But I also have a ton of free stuff on my YouTube channel if you're very curious. So for example, Tough Like the Tunes, go check it out. Would That Workout, go check it out. And yeah, thank you all for watching. But remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, Momentai. Peace.